Hi guys, this is Ratchet Throw, and we are playing Criminal Case, 4th Edition, Case 48, The King's Shadow. Let's unlock Chapter 3, and MI6 wants to talk to me. And who? James Bond? Okay. But yeah, I just had the MI6 guy do this on the phone. The MI6? They have an operator here, George Pricey. We already questioned him. That's the problem. The MI6 said George Pricey doesn't work for them anymore. You lied to us, motherfucker. Pricey was forced to retire a few years ago for reasons the MI6 couldn't disclose, but they warned us not to trust him. I knew something was wrong with this guy. That's insane. Pricey isn't with the MI6 anymore. How did he get a file on Michelle? Her past with Sombra? The previous investigations? Do you have to know who Pricey works for? If the MI6 will tell us, we'll find out from the man himself. And when you're done, go back to the King's Shadow. We're all counting on you to avenge Michelle and finally catch El Rey. I will. Oh, that's you reading Ruella de Ficciones and following Michelle at the same time. No, let's wait for the crisis. I want to hear everything from George. You are not MI6, sucker. Hands up, Pricey. Tell us who you are and who you work for. We know you aren't MI6 anymore. Secretary, you blow my cover again. You sure the MI6 forced me to retire. They said I'd become too invested in Sombra. Or because I proposed a more open approach. A more open approach to Sombra? You mean like trailing a bereaved agent and reporting her moves to them? Of course not, Secretary, but to fight Sombra efficiently we need to get closer to them to understand how they operate. That's why I followed your colleague who used to be Sombra. I kept the other individuals under surveillance too. Here, look at my notes. Yesterday at 15:47 I had freshly ground coffee with Ignacio Munoz. He was disappointed with Los Aguay's Olympics performance. How close did you get to Sombra then? Close enough to know who El Rey is? I don't know who that is, but I don't have the resources you guys have at the Bureau. Because you're working alone. If you change allegiance from Her Majesty to quit to Sombra's El Rey, we certainly have the reasons to send you to jail. Why do I get the feeling he's going to be El Rey? But I think he's supposed to... El Rey is supposed to be very old, so how old is Pricey? 70 years old. And Sombra has been operating for 60 years. No, he would have been 10 years old in 50s back then, so it's not him. 85 years old, 63, 94, 81. So we can rule out Munoz and Pricey so far. Alright. But we'll see about this later. These are just guesses. But it can't be logic fail here in game. That same piece of paper looks sold. Let's go with the video right. You can finally tie one of our suspects to El Rey. I think with the 12 picture back here should help us solve the puzzle of Michelle's murder too. Yes, let's restore it. I'm getting kinda excited. I think this is the case where we are going to reveal who El Rey is, but I have a feeling he's going to vanish into thin air. I mean, just run off before the trial, because we got North America left, so this can't be the last case. I'm just saying something like in Pacific Bay how Karen and Frank escaped. Continue right here, the old paper says El Rey's manifesto. Text is familiar. The spot through the strong command of fast forward the weak die. Ah, come on, not this. The cornerstones of Sombra's ideology. But look at all the corrections. Looks like they were still refining their motto. You're right, it must be the original first draft of Sombra's manifesto. Let's get Elliot to identify the author. Ooh. Oh, this is El Rey's. We'll see about that. What was it supposed to be the first, before the week die? The week leave? Oh, that's Michelle. Arceo Casillo not guilty. Oh, it was your client, right? The other articles about Michelle. That's her photo, and the headline says newly qualified lawyer wins murder case. What? You also don't get defendant. It's Arceo Casillo, the musician who used to perform here. But Arceo said he didn't know Michelle. Thought he got a lawyer who acquitted him of murder. I don't think Arceo suffers from dementia, so it must be plain old lying. Time to jog his memory again. Yeah, I don't like this guy. And I kinda have a feeling he's El Rey. Arceo told us you didn't remember Michelle Zuria, but she defended you in court and in a murder case no less. Weren't you grateful enough to remember her name? Oh, well, I was innocent, so I didn't think it mattered. Besides, it was 15 years ago. It matters because Miss Zuria was killed by criminals she used to represent in court. They belonged to the organization that used to gather in this club. I told you I don't know anything about that. I never belonged to criminal organizations, unless you count jazz bands. Ha. Now, if you excuse me, I have a cup of freshly ground coffee waiting for me. Enjoy your coffee, Senor Castillo. It'll be the last one. I expect the other scars you repaid Michelle by killing her. Number one suspect. Suspicious. Let's check out El Rey's manifesto. The suffering old handwriting is frustrating. If only tablets had existed in the 1950s. And we'll get to the boy who wrote El Rey's manifesto. Luckily the town hall's database is stuck in the 19th century, so I had handwriting samples from most of the citizens. And the writing matched one of the suspects, Donna Amarga. What? Michelle's old governess? I almost forgot about her, probably because I assumed El Rey's manifesto was written by a man. But you're right, yeah, Donna Amarga could have been part of the circle of intellectuals who started Sombra. Remember her weird talk about contributing? Yeah, I know it. And she knew Michelle well enough to have recognized her in the bell tower. It all fits together, Katria. But then we don't have a minute to lose. Let's find Donna Amarga. Oh, I don't like her. I don't like you. Donna Amarga, you know you weren't just Michelle's childhood governess. You've been involved with Sombra since it began. You drafted their manifesto. You never asked me about that, Inspector, but I'm used to being overlooked because of a woman. Is that why you chose to operate from behind a male alias? Admit it, Isabel. You're El Rey. If I were, would I be so stupid as to tell you? Because you show an old composition in my face? At this point, Inspector, you can do better than that. Were you the one who indoctrinated Michelle to join Sombra too? But then you had to kill before she could have unmasked you to us? Sound like a character that is cynical, Rayula de Ficción, thinking I'd confess to anything without proof. Is that still a fine proof, and if you were El Rey and hurt Michelle, you'll write your next composition in jail. Bitch. The El Rey has managed to stay in the shadows for decades, but finally the pieces of the puzzle are coming together. Isabella Amarga was the one who drafted Sombra's manifesto. For all we know, she could be the one who coined the name El Rey, and the one hiding behind it. Or take George Price, who he thought we blew his cover in Peru, but his MI6 shit was equally false. What do you want to bet Arsenio is a simple jazz musician either? He was accused of murder once and his lawyer was Michelle, but we know she used to represent Sombra in court. We discovered so much of we are still missing something. Let's go back to the village square where it all started. Yeah, let's just go. And unmask El Rey and find Michelle's killer. Let's investigate Fountain. What? I was looking on a notebook, I thought I needed it. But now I see it's not on the list. Knife. Well, it must be used to cut the rope, right? And a necklace. That's Michelle's necklace. Yeah, that's Michelle's necklace. Should have the necklace where we found her body. Kira must have dropped it here. There's bound to be some sample we can analyze. And El Rey may have used that knife to cut the bell's rope. Let's collect some of those fibbers. El Rey may be a mastermind and our suspects may all be practiced liars. But no one can outsmart science. No, nobody. Nobody can outsmart me. Alright, let's first examine Michelle's necklace. Nice, that's saliva or sweat. I really should put up a sign that says I'm recording, don't bother. Let's get started from Michelle's next to Lars now. Okay. Alright, now let's examine this knife. If these favors on the night come from the rope in the tower, Lars might tell us to cut down the bell. Let's rush this to the lab. Let's rush this up and let's finish this fast. And go on faster now. I want to find Michelle's killer very fast. 15 hours. Not so fast. Let's check out this transparent substance. The results I got from Michelle's necklace will seal the killer's fate. That's encouraging, but a bit more detail would help. The sample declared from Michelle's necklace was what was I thinking? I should get off my hand from the mouse after before I identified the genes responsible for brown eyes, but the rest of the sequence didn't match Michelle's genetic profile. So the sweat came from another brown-eyed person, the killer. Exactly, it's too late for Michelle, but we can't pay a better tribute to her than bringing down El Rey. Damn, sorry for skipping again. I don't know where my fingers were going. Alright, now this fibbers. Okay, there you were right, the fibbers on the knife did come from the bell's rope. So Q did use that knife to cut down the bell. There were some other fibbers in the mix that didn't come from the rope. They had a low tear resistance, typical for fabric used in everyday clothing. And the color was different too, dark red. So Q wears dark red. It's only a color of royalty, but El Rey will soon have to change into an orange jumpsuit. Ooh. They are about to arrest El Rey, the head of Sombra. Go, and make the Vario proud. Yeah! Let's do this! You're going down, dude. Let's see who El Rey is. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I knew it was going to be him! So you are El Rey, and I was right, he's 85 years old, so he would probably be 60 years ago, 20 years old. Just enough to be El Rey. Arsenio Castillo is factory rescue for Michelle Zuria's murder, and before you try to deny it, we know everything. We've chased Sombra halfway through the war, Inspector arrested many of your cronies, and now we finally got you, El Rey. So now, Inspector, I'm an old man, I can't keep up. What did you think I've done? After a lifetime of leading Sombra, your crimes would take too long to list, but you're finally going down for killing our agent. Is it still about that woman? The one who was my lawyer? I told you, I didn't even remember her. You're lying. She was Sombra's lawyer before she joined the Bureau. That's how you recognized her when we arrived in Campanilla. I told you, Spectre, I was innocent back then, and I'm still innocent now. You got away with murder once, probably thanks to Michelle, but this time you had Spectre to record with. Letting the bell crush Michelle was a clever way to kill her, but it doesn't mean we can't prove you did it. We found your DNA on her necklace. I'm impressed, Spectre. Yes, I did kill Michelle myself. But there's no shame in going to jail for killing a Bureau agent. At my age, it's quite a feat. So you admitted you killed Michelle because she became a Bureau agent and led us to you? She should never have been allowed to live after she betrayed us. And then she had the audacity to bring you Bureau vermin to my hometown. Of course I recognized her in the tower. El Rey never forgets those who betray you. I laughed as the bell flattened the little traitor to a pancake. Leaving that book page in her pocket was probably my downfall. But at least others will learn from that traitor's fate. I don't care you caught me, Spectre. This is a glorious end to my long career. Your reign is definitely over, El Rey. You're under arrest. We got him. Arsenio considers that trial for murdering a Bureau agent Michelle Zuria, but the true extent of your crimes is far greater than that. Spectre has proved that you and your friends founded Sombra several decades ago. At first you were just discussing ideas. But those ideas turned into a nightmare. Child trafficking, experiments, corruption, murder. They even led to the foundation of a totalitarian regime in Uruguay. As Sombra's leader, you were responsible for all this, until Spectre has brought you to justice. Do you have anything to say? You think you figured it all out. You don't know the first thing. I admitted I killed that Bureau agent, but I don't mind going out with a bang. Now I can look forward to a quiet retirement while your problems are just beginning. Your retirement will be a life sentence in a maximum security prison. Won't give you the chance of plotting anything with your cronies from the inside. I've done all the plotting I needed. Let's see how you deal with the fallout, Spectre. Let's see about that, dude. Well, I'm surprised nobody came in to get him out, right? They are graduates for putting El Rey behind bars. It's the greatest victory in the history of the Bureau. It's also the best tribute to Michelle we could hope for. She'd be proud of you, Katria, and so am I. That's right! Katia, you got El Rey. Take that, Sombra. Congratulations, Katia. Let's see how they get back on their feet now that their leader's gone. I certainly hope they won't, but something tells me we're not done with Sombra yet. Yeah, I have that feeling too. Katia team deserves a moment to celebrate this important victory over Sombra. But I agree with Khan, but I'm worried about Castillo's words at his trial. He could have been very bravado, but I don't like to take chances. Come and see me in my office when you're ready. We have to discuss the way forward. Okay. Well, we arrested El Rey, but I know this is not going to be the end, so we got North America to investigate. I think they're gonna select a new leader. But I was expecting, like in Pacific Bay, like the trial with Frank, that someone was going to get him out of here. But no. He's in jail, but what's going to be next if we arrested their leader? Alright, we'll see about that. We're gonna stop here, we're gonna continue playing Birth of Evil number 6. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!